Used my daughter's college fund to buy a new house after she sided with my cheating ex's mistress and started calling her mom. Now she's desperate for forgiveness. My name is Mark. I am 44 years old, and I have an 18-year-old daughter named Mia. She is supposed to head off to college in a couple of months. Right now, I'm also in the middle of a messy divorce from my wife of 20 years, Jonathan. He's 45. Turned out, he had been having an affair with his secretary, Alicia, who is 34. That relationship had been going on behind my back for almost a year before he finally admitted to it. The moment he told me, I filed for divorce. I moved out of our home right away and have been staying with a friend since. Naturally, I assumed Mia would be on my side through all of this. I mean, I was the one who got betrayed. But to my surprise, she chose to stick with her father. I gave her a few days, thinking maybe she needed time. Then, after about a week of not hearing a word from her, no calls, no texts, nothing, I reached out to let her know I had left her father because he cheated. She responded coldly, said she already knew and that it was not her problem. That hit me like a punch. I started to wonder if Jonathan had gotten to her first and twisted the whole story. Maybe he made himself out to be the victim. I tried again and again to talk to her, to explain the truth. But every time we met up, rarely, I should say, she was distant, buried in her phone, hardly making eye contact. I was doing everything I could to connect with her, even while juggling work and divorce paperwork. The last couple of weeks, she completely froze me out. No texts. No replies. Just silence. And then I saw something online that pushed me over the edge. She posted a picture on Instagram. She was hugging Alicia, the woman my husband cheated with, and the caption called her mom. That was it. That broke me. I called her. She ignored the first call. So I kept dialing. 17 times. She finally answered, sounding annoyed, but I didn't care. I demanded to know why she would post something like that. She snapped at me, told me it was none of my business, and that I should stop stalking her account. That account is public, by the way. I follow her because, I'm her actual father. I told her how cruel it was to side with Jonathan and that woman. Told her she was acting like Alicia had done something noble, like she deserved the title of mom, while I was just discarded like garbage. Mia did not back down. She told me she didn't owe me anything. Then she blocked me. Blocked. Her own father. I sat there, stunned. Mia and I always had a decent relationship. Sure, we had the usual bumps, teen years are tough, but this? This betrayal? I never saw it coming. I cried like a baby. I mean, full-on sobbing. And when I was done, I promised myself something, no more letting people walk all over me. So I made a choice. Jonathan and I had each set aside money in separate accounts for Mia's college education. We agreed on it years ago. But after that call, I looked at that money and thought, why keep saving for someone who acts like I mean nothing? So I called a real estate agent. There was this house I had always loved in a quiet, well-kept neighborhood. I never bought it because Jonathan would not move, and Mia did not want to leave her friends. But things had changed. I offered the full amount of Mia's college fund and a bit more to get that house. They took the offer. I am moving in by the end of the month. Once the sale went through, I posted a picture of the house on my own social media. I wanted people to see that I was not sitting in some dark room mourning everything I lost. Apparently, a family member sent the post to Jonathan. He messaged me, asking how I could afford that place. I told him flat out, I used Mia's college money. No regrets. That sent him off the rails. He accused me of being a bad father, said I was selfish, said I was punishing Mia just because she had a relationship with Alicia. I told him he was missing the point entirely. Mia made her choice. She picked them over me. And if she does not need me in her life, she sure does not need my money. He hung up. An hour later, Mia called. She was in pieces. Crying so hard I could barely understand her. She asked how I could do this to her. Said she always put me first. So I asked her, was she thinking of me when she blocked my number? When she called Alicia mom? She claimed it was just something nice she said to make Alicia feel welcome, that she was trying to keep peace in both families. I said that was funny, because it sure felt like she burned the bridge with me. She said she did not expect me to react this way. When she started hiccuping through her sobs, like she did when she was a little girl, it hit me that maybe I had gone too far. She said she was sorry, truly sorry, and then she hung up. I have not been able to stop thinking about it since. Maybe I crossed a line. Maybe not. I honestly do not know. After everything that had happened, what stung the most wasn't just that Mia stayed neutral, it was that she wouldn't stand up for me, even when I needed her the most. I was her father. I had been cheated on, pushed out of the house, and then replaced. But Mia stood on the sidelines like it had nothing to do with her. That part hurt more than anything. She was not a child anymore, she was old enough to know better. That made her silence feel like a choice, not confusion. Update 2. As I said before, I could not forgive her. The money was gone, and there was no changing that. Yet, Mia kept texting me. Every other day, like clockwork, she would ask if I had changed my mind. I stayed quiet for a while, but after nearly a week of this, I finally responded. I told her what I thought, clear as day. The money was spent. There was no refund, no redo. She made her choices, loud and clear. She treated me like I was nothing, and now she wanted help with tuition? If Alicia was the one she felt comfortable calling mom, maybe Alicia should help pay for her education too. Mia fired back saying it was just a social media post, nothing serious, and that I should not have taken it so hard. But it was serious to me. That post made it clear who she sided with. It was not just about the caption, it was about everything that came before it. She knew right from wrong, and she still turned her back on me. Either she thought Jonathan and Alicia had done nothing wrong, which says a lot about her values, or she was getting something from them that she thought I could not provide. Whatever the reason, she chose them. That broke me. I laid it all out for her in one long message. Her only response was to tell me I needed to move on. That was the final straw. I muted her messages and archived our conversation. I did not block her, she is still my daughter, but if she pushed me again, I might. Update 3. 2 weeks went by. No contact. Then one afternoon, just as I was leaving work for lunch, I saw Jonathan's car across the street. He and Mia were leaning against it, waiting for me. I walked right past them, pretending I did not see them. They followed. Said they needed to talk, that I owed them an explanation. I told them to go away. Mia said I at least owed her some answers. So I figured, fine, let's get it over with. We sat down at the nearest diner. I did not let either of them speak first. I told them exactly what had been eating at me. Jonathan and I were married nearly 20 years. Then he cheated. And instead of showing even a bit of compassion, Mia decided to cozy up to the woman who helped wreck our home. I told her straight I no longer recognized her as the daughter I had raised. The things she said, the way she treated me, it was cold. And if I were someone less forgiving, I would have cut her off completely after that Instagram post. She was lucky I even let her sit down across from me. Most people would not. She started crying. I could see it coming the second her eyes welled up. I did not want to see her break down. I grabbed my food, paid, and walked out without saying another word. Since then, neither of them has reached out. I doubt they will. And honestly, even if they do, I do not think they would be asking about the money again. I made my point. I still have to see Jonathan soon for more divorce negotiations, but I have no idea what will happen between me and Mia. She looked truly upset that day. I do not know what exactly got to her, but I could tell something finally did. Update 4. It has been a month since I last saw my daughter. I really thought that was the end of it. I had accepted it. She made her choices, and I was done chasing her. Even Jonathan backed off during our meetings. Maybe something I said hit him too. Come to think of it, when he first admitted to cheating, I did not scream. I just left. Maybe it took until the diner meeting for him to really feel the weight of what he did. Anyway, a few days ago, I got an email from Mia. It caught me off guard. She apologized, not just a quick sorry, but a full, emotional apology. She told me the truth. The reason she had been so close to Alicia was because Jonathan made her promises. If she treated Alicia well, he would buy her a car. He would also let her move into an apartment with her friends during her second year of college. She said she felt stuck. She wanted those things, but she knew it would hurt me. So instead of being honest, she pushed me away and figured she would make things right later. She wrote that it was not worth it. She missed me and hated how far things had gone. She wanted me to be there when she left for college. She even gave me the dates. I have not responded yet. I do not know what to say. On the one hand, she came clean. On the other, all this started over a car and an apartment. I get it, she is young, and those things seem important. But I still would not trade family for material things. Not at her age. Not now. She hurt me. And it was intentional. So I do not know if I can forgive her that easily. But I miss her. I miss the bond we used to have. Part of me wants to try again. Update 5. Thanks to everyone who followed this story and sent words of support. I have read everything, and it has meant a lot. Mia and I are trying. I finally replied to her email. I told her straight, she made me feel like I had failed as a father, and it is going to take time to rebuild that trust. But I also told her I cannot stand the silence anymore. She is my daughter. My only child. And no matter what happened, I do not want to keep her out of my life. Some people might think I am being too soft. Maybe they are right. But I have had enough anger and bitterness for one lifetime. I want peace. Not out of guilt, not because I feel like I have to, but because I want to. We had a long phone call. We talked about everything. We both cried. It helped. She promised she would never act like that again. She wants to fix things with me. We are going to give online therapy a shot. We both know we need help moving forward. She told me she asked Jonathan to stay behind. She wants me to drive her to college and help her move in. Said she wants a little time with me before she starts this next chapter. Jonathan and Alicia were not happy about that, but Mia stood firm. She chose me. Things are not perfect. But they are getting better. Slowly. And I think, with time, we just might get back to something close to what we had.